Konkana, thank you. You wanted to speak about the role of parent, the father, mainly the father. Parents are very important. Mothers play their own role. I would love to know from you what you feel is the role of the father in a child while we are working in this journey. Bringing up a child who's neurodiverse.
Yes. Thank you, Reena. Good afternoon for giving me this opportunity to talk once again. Yes, today I will, in all my last videos, previous videos, I've been talking mostly about the child, mother, the bonding, and things that I've been doing with Kingshuk. But a father's role is equally important, and the bonding, how it has helped Kingshuk shape up, is very important. So I thought that parents, the kids, those who are just diagnosed, the parents should know, and this will help them move ahead. Now, see, first, after Kingshuk was diagnosed, initially I told you the journey that we were a bit, we were taken aback, and we immediately held back the situation and we started moving from there on. Now, how a child will move and pair up with the father? The father, in a general normal case, the mother is the one who will be mostly at home with the child, bringing him up. So the father's role is what? The financial part of it has to be taken care of, because the therapies are extremely expensive. To provide him or her with all the opportunities, the father has to work from day and night. But as normal kids, when we were young, if you notice, mothers always taking care of us, we used to look ahead, look forward, that in the evening when daddy is coming back home, we would be very excited. So I had seen in Kingshuk, after his eye contact was a bit revived, that he used to look forward to Kaushik coming home. It was a bit out of the normal, that me taking always care of Kingshuk. So what he used to do is, he used to show that interest. So I had told my husband, I had told Kaushik, that let us start entrusting responsibility right from the age of 5 or 6, when he was a little bit better than when he was diagnosed, because of the therapies and his eye contact getting revived. He started showing less behaviors. His behavior started reducing bit by bit. So I told that let us just entrust him with more responsibility. How did I do that? Yes, Kaushik used to come home from office. The first initial few years, you might say, it was as a routine. He will ring the bell. I will know that he is coming. Kingshuk will have to open the door, go, hold his hand, bring him inside, make him sit. The next step is, with my assistance, he will automatically know that he has to keep Poppy's bag somewhere, office bag somewhere else, very near somewhere, which was easy for him at that age. He comes with me, he goes to the kitchen, he gives him a glass of water. These are the three basic tasks which I had entrusted with him. Slowly, what happened, Reena? See, after 3, 4, 5 months, he is himself used to, he knows that this is the pattern. I will have to do that. So I started weaning myself off. He slowly becomes independent. He tries to go there, he tries to get the water. So I am entrusting, the way what I'm doing is, I'm entrusting him with the job, with a responsibility. Then Kaushik, uh, see, the child whole day, because he's with me, he used to love going out with Kaushik for walks on holiday, Saturday, Sunday. Father takes him for a small drive. Son enjoys. The bonding is happening, the pairing is happening. We would have had a diary with us, where difference of opinion between me and Kaushik also, if I'm facing something, I will write it down there without having a verbal fight. Kaushik is facing some difficulty, he would have written it there. We would have texted each other that my entry, my diary entry is there, please read it. And we had given each other 24 hours time to answer back. So whichever person is correct or wrong writes back that, okay, I'm sorry, I will just mend it up in my own ways, or this is the way to tackle this. Similarly, we had a diary called Sunny. In that diary, the entire day, what I am learning from parents of neurotypical kids, my friends, relatives, by reading books, therapists, doctors. If I find something very important which needs a connection with dad, I write it down there. Dad goes to office. Dad meets several people. One more thing, Reena, both of us, me and Kaushik, we were very open that our child is autistic, and we are any help from anywhere, any suggestions are, we are open to that. Kaushik getting into a new job, the first day he tells his colleagues, his company, that my child is autistic. So this is the situation. That helped us in many several ways. Anyway, so dad goes to office, somebody gives him a good advice, some he comes to know from his colleagues, friends, parents, anywhere, he puts it down in the diary and a text message that just check it, we can go ahead this way. That helped us a lot. Okay, now one more thing, this storytelling, to catch the child's attention, the storytelling, we used to take turns, both me and Kaushik. Just initially we started with say 30 seconds. That slowly gradually went up to one day to 1.5 hours. While he was 10 11 years of age, 11 years of age, 1 hour a child is sitting and listening. With initially it was more of gestures, making faces, so that to just to attract his attention, to recover the eye contact completely. Slowly we fade off that, and just like how normal individual, me and you are talking. See, just now I told Kingshuk, please close the door, get me a glass of water, switch on off the light. He did all this job, he went off. So now there is, it's not required anymore. Now, one more thing I used to do is, suppose I used to go to a friend's house or somebody's place where I am seeing children of Kingshuk's age. If the mother, my friend, is grooming up the child very well, suppose she's teaching the child, you have to come home, immediately you have to wash your hands, change your dress, and then come and sit on the bed. I used to jot it down in my diary that I will have to teach my specially able child. That child has taken it up very easily. My child, he will need probing, but I will definitely set up a goal and I will teach him that. And I have done that. So today, all his habits are as per a normal child would have done. It has taken its own course. It has become a habit, a discipline for him. So, in a nutshell, I would like to tell you all the things like, see, a child diagnosed immediately starts therapy at a as early stage as possible. We have to chalk out time for yourselves, the father and the mother, to remain happy, to remain sane. You have to have your me time. Parents bonding is very important. They take time out for themselves without the child. Talk at night, sit at night after the child goes to sleep. One more very important aspect, there is sleeping disorder in many autistic kids. Apart from medicines given to the child, one thing worked very well. My child had that issue initially. Every day by 7:45, and that continues till today. He is 20 now. 7:45, he is off to bed with the lights off in his own room, whether he sleeps or not. Trust me, Reena, with the passage of time, I have seen, because the lights are off, sounds cut off from his room. He had fallen into that habit. Initially, it took 1.5 hours, 2 hours to go to sleep. Slowly, it has become 5 minutes. Of course, that was backed up with exercises. The ball therapies and all I used to do, you remember, I think I used to spoken about all those things. Now he does physical exercises also. Because of his Caesars, swimming is not, he's not supposed to do, but other things he can do. Cycling and playing football, this, that, and all, everything he can do. So he does that. In the evening, he goes for walk also. As much as we go, he also goes for his own walks. So that is there. Now, the thing is, first, see, you control the behaviors. That is a big thing. There are ways to control the behavior, which I've spoken earlier in my earlier episodes. Control the behavior after the child starts learning. You be persistent with whatever you are teaching. Suppose you are going with one, like last time we had spoken, if it is ABA or if it is Sunrise or RDI, continue that. Don't keep on changing institutes, jumping guns. That confuses the child. One type of a teaching helps the child. and you back it up. If you see other things are helping, you can, a mother, being a mother, you can provide that extra cushion to the child. Third, and the most important thing, which we get demoralized many times, is by criticism. So when that happens from people, I think the best way what I felt to move ahead is to make them understand with love and empathy. Like another example, in airport, when we were going from one place to the other, we were flying. Kingshuk was 10 years old, 8 or 10 years old, I don't remember correctly. He wanted to go to the restroom, so he pushed a gentleman and a lady standing in the airport, and just in a flicker of second, before I could stop him, this happened. They were, of course, very upset, and they started, what type of behavior is this and all. So I went up, I apologized, I explained. That helped a lot. Two ways. One is, you are at peace with yourself. You don't carry that burden of, unhappiness or that tension back at home. And third and most important, the other person understands the situation. So instead, that same equally it goes with when you deal with therapists or with professionals. See, in a center there will be other kids. It happened in one center, Kingshuk was badly hit during the school hours by another child. So instead of throwing the blame on the teacher or the therapist, if you see that it would have also happened with you being present as a mother, take it in that way. So move ahead. So that once you stop that blame game, it helps, it again brings positivity. My point is to bring positivity in the surrounding environment and with yourself and with the child and at home. Expose the child to all the normal environment situations that is possible. Take him to places, expose him to restaurants, take him to movie halls, take him to supermarkets, all the places that you go and you can take the child there. At the same time, make the child understand some places only father and mother can go, child has to stay back at home. When initial days, when the child stays back at home, again entrust somebody, whoever, helper or somebody or grandmother, grandfather, with some sort of fruitful work, so that the child is not totally left to himself or herself, not knowing what to do. That will kill away the time. Diet and supplements, I told you, that makes a very big change for any child, and I have seen that for my child. So I would recommend that for every parent, to keep the weight of the child under control. Medications, whatever medications, work for the best. That is one. Exercise is very important. And also punish the child like a neurotypical child, so that the child is scared to do the mistake, second time to commit the same mistake. Ensure that the child takes responsibility by, from very young age, you have already started the way I told you. Push the child towards doing prayers and meditation. That's very important. Very important. You do some sort of puja or something at home. It need not be only with idols. That is your, each person to their own way. But some sort of a prayer 2-3 times a day. That helps the child. Definitely. At a later stage, start 14 onwards, depending upon the child's progress, the aim has to be that he has to know the money value. There are ways to teach that. Find out the ways. Start teaching the child the money value, because that is the ultimate game. And as parents, be connected to the groups of therapists, professionals, doctors, parents, so that you can get and accumulate as much as idea as possible. Just before ending, a small little 2-line story I would like to tell all the mothers. I've heard that, and I liked it so much. I've read that somewhere. God is passing on top from in the sky. He's passing, he's entrusting one angel to one child being born. For example, God says, Veronica, this child is born, child X is born. You are supposed to be the guardian angel besides the mother. Take care of the child. Angel says, okay. Second, another child is born. God says, Merlin, you are supposed to be taking care of this child. Then God picks up a specially able child and tells the angel asks, you are sending this specially able child to this mother. This mother Look so happy, God. She's so cheerful. She moves around. God smiles and tells, yes, I will be sending this child to that mother. The angel asks, who will be the guardian angel? God. God says, for this child, I will not send any guardian angel. The mother herself is capable. So only I would have chosen her. This is a very touching story, and
It is.
I
It is.
read it somewhere. This is for all the mothers of all specially abled kids and mothers who are having more than one child. Holds equally good and equally true. So that's all for today. Just one thing, हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच का दम भरे.
Thank you, Konkana. Thank you so much.